What made you do the PhD in the first place? And then what happened to make you go to industry? Were you originally going for the academic track and did something change? Or did you use the PhD as a way to get expertise, a good piece of personal experience, and then a qualification that puts you a step ahead of other people in your cohort?
I always wanted to work with research since I was a little boy. I always said that I was going to be a scientist one day, and I just enjoy learning new things, and from the moment I had to choose my bachelor's, it was clear for me that I was going to be in academia. I was going to do a PhD and stuff like that. I didn't go for physics at first. I was between physics and philosophy.
Hmm.
Then I tossed the coin and landed physics.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And so I always knew that I wanted like academia. I knew that I what I want to do.
Yeah.
But I felt during my PhD, I had this kind of identity crisis. I felt that uh, it was a big part of my identity and it wasn't working for me anymore. So I wanted to have a job and not be my job. So because I think the academia has this kind of environment that you are your job, right? And it becomes
A
part of
lot of
you, and
ego.
you describe
Yeah.
yourself as an academic. And it was not sufficient for me anymore, and I just wanted a change. And also, the career is awful because if I finish my PhD, then I would need to do a postdoc. Then I would be jumping from city to city for every 2 years until I was kind of lucky enough to get like a tenor position in a university. And I didn't want this kind of instability anymore, and I wanted something more stable. And I could go to a company, I could kind of create some roots and stay at least for a few years, and then make my mind about life if I wanted
Yeah.
to change, or if I don't want to change, but at least I would have like some power over it. And the third thing, as I mentioned before, is the financial part, right? We try to downplay it a little bit, but only passion can take you so far, right?
Yeah.
And and at some point life catches up, and you kind of I also want my needs fulfilled in a way, right? And unfortunately, we live in a capitalist world, and what can you do? So
Things,
it was those three things that made me leave academia.
yeah.